Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Terry Toot, and welcome to Bite Time. Today's show will be called Summertime Tech Accessories for 2025. You're probably saying, what is this guy doing again? Okay. So, what I did was I took the word technical and accessories and I kind of chopped them and put them, combined them together for this show. And I think it's appropriate for this show because we're rolling in the summertime. It's getting a little warm, and there's some accessories, technical, some are regular, and I figured let's talk about it. I couldn't find anything else to really talk about, so I figured let's do this one. Um, what else we got going on? We have NBA playoffs going on. We have hockey playoffs going on. Major League Baseball. Kentucky Derby is today, and then tomorrow is Formula One. So it's a big package of sports that are going on this weekend. So on that note, let's come on back and have a great show and live your funk, ladies and gentlemen. Live your funk. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. Once again, welcome to Bite Time. My name is Terry Toot, and today's show will be called Summertime Techcessories and for summer 2025. So we're going to get into all that in a minute. I want to send out a real happy birthday to a Miss Faye Wagner. We graduated together, and yesterday was her birthday. And I just want to say happy birthday, Faye. You joined the club, the 60/60 club, like the rest of us. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great time yesterday. And you know what? Let's give her a shout out. Happy birthday, Faye. And anyone else that had a birthday out there, happy birthday to you also. On the somber note, we lost one of the greatest of true baller for the New York Knicks, who was our championship team back in the 70s, Mr. Dick Barnett. He passed away at the age of 88. Um, the guy was a phenomenal ball player back in the day. And, my deepest sympathy to him and his family. And may you live strong, and God is looking over you. So, on that note, let's keep this party going. So, yeah, we got a full slate of all kind of sports today. So, last night I tried to watch, well, I kind of watched it, fell asleep, woke up, uh, and saw Golden State get smoked at home. Houston Rockets were just rockets. These guys were hitting jump shots, and they were much more athletic and then younger, so they're a little bit more hungry. Golden State had their run. I think it's coming to an end, but they really beat them up last night. Houston won that game. I think it was 115 to 10 something. It wasn't even. It really was that close. They really blown them out in the fourth quarter. Both teams emptied out their benches, and you know how it is, garbage time. But that was. Let me look at that score real quick. I think it's 115. Yes, let's see it again. 115, 107. That's it. It wasn't that close, ladies and gentlemen. It really wasn't. They just scored some last minute buckets, and that was it. But today we have another playoff game. It's Game 7 between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Denver Nuggets. That game today is on. Who has that game today? Let's see. Who has that game? That game is on TNT, and that's a 7:30 game from LA. All right. Okay. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you. Hold on. The greatest game was on Thursday night when my New York Knickerbockers won. What am I doing? Jalen Brunson hit a jump shot to put him up Oh my God, it was bedlam in my house. I think I woke up my lady, woke up the dog, woke up the whole block when I screamed when Jalen Brunson hit that 3 pointer and they won by three. It was crazy, crazy game. They were behind, came back, and then the jump shot was nothing but pure sweetness. So the Knicks will play uh, the Boston Celtics, and this is going to be a tough one because they got some good ballers on team. And I don't. Let me look at the schedule real quick for that. Real quickly, ladies and gentlemen. They're not saying when they play. Let's see. Monday. Okay, so the game starts Monday in Boston. And yes, series starts Monday, and that's a TNT game that starts at 7 o'clock. So any of you Knicks fans like me, I will be watching that game. So if you hear someone screaming in Maryland, it's me. And what else? We got other games on. I think who else is playing next? Cleveland and Indiana. They don't play to the ninth? Really? Let me take that back. No, they play Monday also. Uh okay, they're not saying. Okay, that's also excuse me. Indiana and Cleveland play Tuesday at 9 o'clock on TNT. All right. We also have hockey playoffs going on. Uh, uh, let me just get in there real quick. I don't know hockey, but we'll look at it real quick. Uh hockey playoffs. Let's see. This playoffs bracket. Okay, hockey here we have right now. Series tie between Winnipeg Jets and the St. Louis Blues. They play again on the 4th. Where they play, I don't know. Um, I would assume that would be at Winnipeg because they're number one seed. Nah, the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche. That series is tied 2-2, 3-3. So they're going to game seven. Vegas Nighthawks won 4-2. That series is so they will be playing the Edmonton Oilers. There's no schedule made for that. In the Eastern Conference, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Ottawa Senators, so they'll be playing the Florida Panthers. And Washington Capitals will be playing the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, and that's yours. Wrap up in sports and Kentucky Derby's also today, and that starts at let's see, Kentucky Derby. You know I'm not good in this the Kentucky Derby stuff. I will watch it. They start at weird times too. Okay, I can't spell today, but we'll get it. Okay, Kentucky Derby will start at. I think that's on NBC. Um, they're not saying what time. Let's see. Let's go to other sports. Horse racing. Here we go. It doesn't say, ladies and gentlemen. It's usually like 6:05 or 6:10. Yeah, I don't know. It's not saying the time here on ESPN. So I think it's like that 6 o'clock, 6:10 time. So all right. So we got that out the way. And what else we got? Oh, also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get into a little match. Not so much a match of songs. I'd say in the last 50 to 60 years, the top summertime songs in the last 50, 60 years. We're gonna go through the list real quick about that. All right. Some of the songs I like, some I didn't care for, and we'll get into all that. Okay. So, like I said, I'm gonna talk about some of the tech accessories for the summer, this coming summer. If you're in the backyard, you're at the beach, you need accessories to have a good time. It could be from a speaker, beach, and umbrella, tent, coolers, all that stuff. And it's a lot of stuff we take to the beach or we have in our backyard. So when I have cookout and I invite my friends, I usually have a cooler out there, nothing fancy, the regular igloo cooler, but I'm also have Bluetooth speaker out there. Okay. Um, I don't have anything funky with the barbecue. It's just a regular straight up barbecue grill I have, offset smoker, and that's it. But some people do have, when they go places, they have accessories they need to bring. So, and let's get this started on the first one. Um, this first item is a very nice item that's real popular now. I can't have it in my backyard because of possibility of fire starting in other townhouses on fire. So this one's a solo stove bonfire 2.0. You can have this for the backyard or the beach. But if you have it in your backyard, it's your own house, go for it. But if you live in a townhouse community like myself, I would check with the HOA, see if it's okay to have, because like I said, mine and others around here aren't allowed to have them. Um, I've been at friends. I have a friend that has one. It's really pretty at nighttime, looking at the bonfire. It's very beautiful. Um, air efficient. That's the thing about these new uh bonfires. They're air efficient. You know, a lot of smoke and all that, but they're very efficient. So they're made to contain a lot of smoke. Okay. You can use hardwood. They recommend you using hardwood because the wood will last much longer than, let's say, charcoal or anything like that. But the hardwood, the big logs, that's what they're saying here, like oak, cherry, and pecan. And if you want to put that in there, they recommend you. The price on this is a $250, and you can get that at Amazon. I saw some at Lowe's. I saw some at other places. So check that out. Okay. Um, it's great. Like I said, if you have a backyard or you're at the beach, camping, especially camping, um, it's just real beautiful and fun to have. So I would recommend this. Okay. The next item on the list is a thermosol mosquito repellent lantern. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate mosquitoes in the backyard. I'm putting all kind of thing out there. I'm lighting my candles. It's supposed to be repellent. I did break down and got a bug zapper. That really does work. But prior to that, I was burning stuff in the backyard and spraying stuff. Spraying stuff made it worse. Okay. The mosquitoes were chewing me up. They said, "Oh, we like that chocolate. We're gonna eat that chocolate up." So the mosquitoes were eating me up, ladies and gentlemen, last summer. But like, yeah, when I got smart. Like I said, I bought a bug zapper. I went to Lowe's. I said, you know what? I'm getting that bug zapper. No doubt, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm getting that bug zapper. And here, Thermosol has a mosquito repellent lantern. This one's on sale for $29. Also, you can get this at Amazon. You get that on a lot of these stores, Home Depot. Okay, it has a 15-foot zone protection. Um, it says the light feature is independent from the mosquito repellent. It's ideal for when you're outside in the backyard, poolside or anything you're doing on nighttime. Because mosquitoes come out at night. Oh my God, do they? Okay. It's heat activated. There's no cords or anything like that. It's powered by a 12-hour cartridge, which is cool. It repels without any kind of smoke. You have to burn anything like that, which is good. Citronelle. I tried to burn citronelle. They laughed at me. The mosquitoes. They said, "We're still gonna bite you." Not messy, and it's perfect. Um, it's unscented. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it can last up to 4 hours each pad. Okay. Um, Also, the color will change when it's time to replace it, which is cool. Only thing is they're asking is you need a 4 AA batteries. See the bug repellent I have, it's it's got the panels on it, right? So you don't even need a battery for it, but it works. You can hear the zap. I'm like, oh, got you, sucker. You're not gonna bite me up. So that's something to think about. That's Thermacell mosquito repellent, and that's it. Also at Amazon and any of the places around your local big box stores, they would have that. $29. Okay. Next one is a master built 30-inch digital electric vertical barbecue smoker. And this one's on sale on Amazon also, and your local big box stores too. This is at $264. It's made by Masterbuilt. Masterbuilt does um, they do a lot of barbecue grills and stuff like that. And this is a smoker, 30-inch digital electric. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a smoker one time. I live in an apartment building. So this gentleman had orders that he had to go to Japan, and he had a smoker because he said, "Yeah, I saw you barbecue one day." I said, "Listen," he goes, "Listen, I got a smoker." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I got a smoker. It's yours, man. I'm trying to get rid of a whole lot of stuff." So I told him, "Okay, listen, I'll take the smoker." So I used the smoker and I smoked some chickens on there. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it was fantastic. But I got in trouble with the office while I was living in an apartment. So I had to get rid of it. It was great though. It smoked chickens like you wouldn't believe. It's alloy steel, 50.3 pounds. Um, like I said, it fuels electric, so don't forget that. And something you can have in your backyard that's, you're smoking like briskets, whole chickens, and stuff like that. It's a vertical smoker, 710 square inches cooking space. That's quite a bit. Okay. Um, digital controls. You set your cooking time, and the temperature maximum is going to go is 275, which is works out perfect, especially when you're smoking briskets, chickens, doing pork butts and stuff like that. Um, it has a wood chip loader. Um, like if it gets low, it automatically feeds the pit, that's perfect. Um, and it's got the smoky, all the good smoky flavor that you're gonna have in your meat. So that's really something cool to have. Um, like I said, it's got to put a wood chipper loader, so that works out perfectly. It comes with 4 racks. You can fit 7 chickens, 2 turkeys, 4 pork butts, and 4 racks of ribs. That's fantastic. All right. Um, it has a water bowl where you put your water into so the steam rises up. Okay. And you can clean it out, no problem. It also has a real grease tray, also an easy cleanup. That's not a big deal. It has a damper control, so if you want a lot of smoke, you open that bad boy up. I think you close it, it keeps everything in. So that's even better. Has a lockable door hatch. Like I said, lockable door keeps all that smoke and heat in there, and it's fully insulated. That's great. Um, Also, it has a window so you can check on your meat that you're cooking. So that's really really funky. That's cool. All right. So that's a master built electric smoker. $264. Okay. Next, the JBL Charge 5 wireless speaker. Now, everybody, I don't care who you are, if you're having a backyard cookout or you're at the beach, you got to have some music out there. And for this, the JBL Charge 5 for $139, you can't beat it. 40 watts of power. You cannot beat this. Now, I do have Harman Kardon's Bluetooth speakers, and they work like a champ. I love it. But JBL is a good one. Very good for this. It has, the tubular is long, it's excursion driver that's built in. It has a separate tweeter, dual base radiators, um, delivering nice, rich, clear sound. Excuse me, radiator. Excuse me. Um, it's got that big room sound. You got 20 hours of playtime. Okay. What else you got? Charge 5 lets you party all day and night. Has a built-in power bank, so that's really really great. You can connect two smartphones to it. Smartphones you can use the Bluetooth on it, so that's great. So somebody's phone's getting low, bam, you got another phone that's ready to go, and you got a party going. So that's really cool. Um, and it has a party boost. It's got that big bolster sound, boom. So it's coming out. So you just make sure if you buy this speaker, there's a wireless speaker that you're cool with your neighbors because you're gonna be pumping some music. Okay. What else we got here? Waterproof is IPX7. Can't go wrong because you don't want your machine to get all wet. At least you use waterproof, and that's really great to work with. Um, it's dustproof, waterproof and dustproof for outside and outside. So you're gonna be outside jamming. Boom, this is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Um, can't go wrong. Hey, JBL Charge 5. Speakers to go, ladies and gentlemen. That's 139, and you can get that at Amazon. You probably could get it at other stores, even on the JBL website. So no problem there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go to a device that's really nice to have when you're out in your backyard or at the beach. That is a Minolta 40 megapixel waterproof camera. You know, you're out on the beach, the salt water can deteriorate and get into your regular devices that are not waterproof. Now you're stuck spending more money getting a new device because the salt water got the same thing with your phone. So it's best if you're going to be shooting a lot of pictures at the beach. Why not the Minolta 40 megapixel waterproof camera? Um, you know, you can do everything to it, enlarging, editing, cropping without losing the picture clarity or the density of it. Okay. I mean, you can take the phone underwater. I mean, you cannot go wrong. And this one's selling for $99 at Amazon. So this is a fantastic deal. You can also record, okay, in 2.7K quad high definition video. Okay. Videos at 30 files per minute. And it's got 2.7K quad resolution. Like I said, great for like you're traveling, you're at the beach, you're vlogging, you're a vlogger, and you have nice, crisp, high quality playback videos. Okay. Um, you can also do selfies. It's got a dual screen. You can do that. You can switch between like your phone 3.0 rear screen and a 2.0 front screen. That's great. Like I said, it's good for selfies, group shots, and stuff like that. This is the kicker. Are you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? The phone, the camera is waterproof up to 10 feet deep. Where have you seen anything like that? You can go 10 feet deep. Okay. So that's a good distance. And then after that, if you go any deeper than that, it's gonna break. And I don't think our bodies can go any like that. But yeah, 10 feet, ladies and gentlemen, that's not bad at all. Okay. Um, you can't go wrong. It also has a 16x zoom. So you want to zoom into something, say for instance, you're on land and you want to zoom in something that's really cool out there on the water, zoom in it. You got 16x zoom. Perfect. 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 Okay. Um, it also uses has a panoramic feature, face detection, smile capture, anti-shake. You cannot go wrong with this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, in order to have the wireless speaker, the anchor, excuse me, the wireless speaker, your camera, it needs juice, right? So in order to have juice, you need power. What better thing to do is to have a battery pack, a battery core, the anchor. I have one. Not this particular one, but I have one. Ladies and gentlemen, all you gotta do is charge it up at home and you are good to go. They are fantastic. I love them. You cannot tell me those things are worth every dollar that they are. Anchor Power Core has a dual USB portable charging external battery pack. You cannot go wrong. $25.99. Amazon, Amazon has it. I got mine through Amazon also. You cannot go wrong. They work with iPhones, iPads, USB C, input output. You cannot go wrong. Okay. They work with the Galaxy phones, Android and Mac, Android and Apple phones. You can do that. It's got two-way charging for the USB C for both input and output functions. Um, you know, USB cable, a welcome guide, 18-month warranty, and you have customer service if you run into problems. So you cannot go wrong with the Anchor battery core pack. You just can't go wrong. They're fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I said, okay, that's the part of the show where the Techcessories. The other part of the show, I think we'll like this one. I'm going to talk about some of the top songs and over the summer. I'd say we'll go 50, 60 years. So, to me, this is a list came out from Billboard. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to list you some songs real quick. Um, from 64, one of the top songs was Where Did I Love Go by the Supremes, Diana Ross Supremes. I Get Around by the Beach Boy and Mr. Dino Martucci, Dino Martin. Everybody Loves Somebody and the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. Okay. What else? We'll do like top three. On 65, I Can't Get No Satisfaction by Rolling Stones. Uh, the four top, I Can't Help Myself. Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. You know that I love you. I can't help myself. I love this song. Okay. Sunny Share, I Got You, babe. Help by the Beatles was one of the top songs in 1960. Where we at? 65. Okay. 60 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Jones had a top song back in that day, summer of 65. 66, Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. Some of the City, Loving Spoonful, Cats from Long Island. Those are great songs. Uh, the Beatles, Paperback Writer, that came out. Let's see, it was 67. Top song was Light My Fire by the Doors. Frankie Bailey, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You. Stevie Wonder, I Was Made to Love Her, great song. And then the Beatles in 67, All You Need Is Love. Okay. Real quick. Herb Alpert, who just turned 90 recently. This song, This Guy's in Love with You. And the Doors, Hello, I Love You. And the Rascals, People Got to Be Free. Great song. And Grazing in the Grass by Hugh Masekela from South Africa. Great song. Great song. Okay, let's do some other ones real quick. This is a weird song. In the Year 2525 by Zaga and Evans. That was a weird song. Honky Tonk Woman by Rolling Stones number 2. Crystal Blue Persuasion, Tommy James and the Shondells. Spinning Wheel was a great song too, Summertime. Let's move out of 60. Now I am a little pissed here because 1969, Sly and the Family Stone came out a song with Hot Fun in Summertime, and it's not even mentioned. And it was one of the top songs in 1969. And they did Woodstock and that song, and they did the Harlem Festival. That was one of the greatest songs ever. They don't have a mention here on Billboard. Screw you. All right, let's go. Let's get past this. Let's go through the 70s real quick. Some of the songs I didn't care for. Oh, here we go. 1970. Let's see. 1971. The Bee Gees. How Can You Mend a Broken Heart was number one. Carole King, the album Tapestry. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. It's Too Late. Excellent. Yeah, that was a fantastic song. Let's see. Do we even say anything? Carpenters were number one in 1970. $3 Night, Mama Told Me Not to Come. Great song. The Jackson 5 War. Free to Pain, Band of Gold. Great song. Okay, let's try to skip here. Let's skip here. Summer of 1972. Alone Again by Gilbert O'Sullivan. Brandy. Looking Glass. Lean on Me with Bill Withers. Great song, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep moving. 73. Bad Boy Leroy Brown by Jim Croce. Oh, Billy Preston. We'll go around in circles. When you go around in circles, dum dum. When you fly high like a bird up in the sky. Brother Louie by The Stories and Touch Me in the Morning by Diana Ross. Okay. We had great songs this summertime. George Harrison, when he left the Beatles, Give Me Love. Paul McCartney and Wings, Live and Let Die. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Okay, let's go 74. We're going to change up. Roberta Flack, 74. Feel Like Making Love. Fantastic song. Number one song of the year is Andy's Song by John Denver. Okay, what do we else we got? I cannot play his music, ladies and gentlemen, because of copyright laws, and I just can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I would love to play some of his music, and some of it is like reminiscent of back in the day, and it was fun listening to it. So let's play a little something, little chill here. Got Chrysalis playing. All right, so let's swing through this real quick. Don't Go Break My Heart, 1976. Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans. And Afternoon Delight. I remember that song. Afternoon Delight. You Should Be Dancing by the Bee Gees from number 4 that summer. Great song. Nah, 77. They really should be up here. Okay. Andy Gibb, you know, so his brothers were the Bee Gees. You're on My Everything. The Emotions, Best of My Love, great song. Rudy Coolidge, Your Loves Are Lifting Me Higher and Higher. Sean Cassidy, The Do Run Run. I remember him in Nancy Drew Mysteries on ABC. Who else we got? 1978, Andy Gibb again. The Commodores, Three Times a Lady. Okay, we're gonna roll this a little quickly. Hold on a second. 1980, let's go 82. Survivor was Eye the Tiger, Hurts No Good, John Cougar, and then Abracadabra by the Steve Miller Band. In 1984, The Police. At summer 83, I saw The Police. Every Breath You Take, Flashdance for a Feeling, You Rhythmic Sweet Dreams. Great songs that year. Don Summer, She Works Hard for Money. Duran Duran. Great. Michael Jackson, Wanna Be Starting Something. Why isn't us summer? Okay, summer. Prince, number 1 in 1984. When Doves Cry, great straight song. Ghostbusters by Ray Parker. What's Love Got to Do by Tina Turner, and Dancing in the Dark by Bruce Springsteen. Who else? Let's see if we can get to the 90s real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Mariah Carey, Vision of Love, great song. She Ain't Worth It, Glenn Medeiros with Bobby Brown. Cradle of Love by Billy Idol, and Step by Step, New Kids on the Block. Who else we got? Nobody got there. So Mix Lot, Baby Got Back in 92. End of the Road by Boys and Men, and Baby Baby by TLC. Let's get to early millennium. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see. 2000. Bent by Matchbox 20. It's going to be Me in Sync. And Try Again by Leah. Let's see. Who else we got here? And 2001, Usher, You Remind Me, You Blow My Mind by Gwen Stefani, number 2. Lifehouse. I'm surprised Will, let me see. Did I play Will yet? Let's see. Will Smith, he not in yet? Come on. Will Smith is not in here. Fantastic song back in 86. I don't believe that. Wow, Billboard, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Will Smith, Summertime, great song. All right, let's get this moving here. Let's see what else we got, other songs. In the millennium. We got that one. Nelly, It's Getting Hot in Here. Her, Complicated by Avril Lavigne. Dilemma, Nelly with Kelly Rowland. Who else we got? 2003. Let's see, 2003. Rushing myself here. Crazy in Love, Jay-Z and Beyonce. Majestic with Lil Kim and 50 Cent. And Right Chingy. Okay, I remember that song. Who else we got? This is all summertime songs. I didn't see Christopher Cross in here. He did songs back in the day. Sailing was a beautiful song. Like I said, Billboard is, I don't know what the hell they got here. Yeah, Christopher Cross had some great Sailing. Those are all nice summertime songs. Seals and Croft, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Summer Breeze, beautiful song. They did it, and then the Isleys did it. What else we got? Real quick. And we're gonna end it here. 2005, Mariah Carey, We Belong Together, great song. Let's see. And then on that note, let's see if we can get something recent. 2009, Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas, Boom Boom Pow. That's it. All right, we'll end it on that note, ladies and gentlemen. The number one summer song last year. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. We're gonna end it on this song, and let's see if we can pull it up. The number one summer song. Let me see if we can pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. See, Post Malone. I had some help. A bar song by Shabuzi, and Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. That was the number one song last year. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to end the show on this note. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. I know we're expecting some rain here in Maryland, but we're gonna make the best of it. So we're gonna end it with a song called "Lighter Than Air." Enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. God bless and be well.